Hello, welcome back to day 5 of my Declutter with Me challenge. Today I'm tackling my refrigerator. Before I get started, I want to talk a little bit about this refrigerator. About 10 years ago, the refrigerator that was in this unit stopped working. I called the landlord and they brought me this one. It was used from another unit, but after 3 days without a working refrigerator, I was happy to have it. So happy that I overlooked the dead bug that I found in the freezer. I figured it was the only one. I bleached it out and went grocery shopping. The refrigerator was much nicer than the old one, so I figured everything was fine until several months later when I pulled it out to clean behind it. The floor looked like a scene from the movie Joe's Apartment. There were at least 50 cockroaches scurrying to find cover. I quickly sprayed them with flying insect killer, which was the only thing I had at the time. I called the landlord's office, and the girl that answered the phone told me to go to the hardware store and get something for the cockroaches. I did. It seemed to help. I rolled out the refrigerator every month and laid down more. I didn't see any more. But all of a sudden, they got worse. They were everywhere in my apartment. I looked on YouTube for answers. One thing that I found was a video saying that if they were in the refrigerator, it was a lost cause. There was no way to get rid of them. I tried several things. The landlord wasn't willing to replace the refrigerator. Then I learned about diatomaceous earth. It's safe for humans and pets, but deadly for cockroaches. So I went to Ace Hardware and I bought a bag for $13. Then I pulled out the fridge, scrubbed behind it, brushed diatomaceous earth on the walls surrounding it, and sprinkled it all over the floor. Then I went around the kitchen, removing everything from the cupboards, scrubbing the shelves and the inside walls of each cupboard, and I brushed on more of that diatomaceous earth on the walls and the shelves. And that is around the time I started doing my decluttering challenge because I really had way too much stuff and now I had bugs. As I decluttered, I spread more diatomaceous earth all over my apartment. After a while, I stopped seeing cockroaches. Then the other people in the building started to notice them in their units, and the new landlord came over with something called Alpine, which he applied to the hinges on the cupboard doors in my kitchen and bathroom. A few months ago, 2 families moved out of the building. Roaches were found in one of their units. At that point, I hadn't seen any in my apartment for over 2 years, but the landlord still came back and reapplied the Alpine, and I continue to this day to apply diatomaceous earth as I declutter and clean. I still haven't seen any roaches in my own apartment. So let's get on with my project for today. I need to declutter the top of this refrigerator and the inside. After that, I will pull out the refrigerator and clean behind it. I haven't pulled it out in a while, so it's likely to need a good scrubbing. So let's get on with it and see what we have to work with. Well, let's take a look at what we have to work with here. Every inch of the top is covered with junk. The inside of the freezer is packed. Not much in the refrigerator, but it does need a good scrubbing. I have plenty of condiments. Took everything out of the freezer. And I put it in my 2 Grubhub bags. There was a lot of ice buildup, so I put a pot of water inside to melt it. Then I scrubbed the crevices with a toothbrush. I removed the drawers to clean. I wish the before picture had turned out because it was a mess. Finally, I started putting it all back together. I got these shelves from the Dollar Tree about 24 years ago when everything was still $1. And here it is with the food put in. Doggone it, I forgot to clean this door. Well, that looks better. That white bin on top holds most of my chopped veggies that I use for soup and stir fries. The bottom bin holds my vegan meats. In the middle there is my carrots. The blue bin holds meat and other things that I feed my dog. And that bottom bin on the right holds my fruit. It looks like there's some actual room in the door. It rolls out pretty easy. That floor is pretty gross, but I'm happy to say there were no dead bugs in there, so I don't have any back. I have diatomaceous earth in that jar, and I'm using a paintbrush. When you do this, be sure to wear a mask because you don't want to be breathing any of this in. If a roach gets in here and walks on my wall, the diatomaceous earth will stick to their feet, and when they lick it off, it will kill them. Next, I sprinkle it on the floor. I did clean this floor well. That black strip in the back is from my last refrigerator. It's just a stain. And there we have it. The top of the refrigerator is totally cleaned off. I did my best cleaning and organizing the inside. Please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment. Have a great day.